Hey everybody, Mark Ruffalo here, and I want to thank you all for attending the Alliance for Clean Energy New York's annual conference. As many of you know, I've been a longtime advocate for clean energy and addressing the number one threat to the planet, climate change. I also do some acting on the side. ACE New York has been hard at work for the last several years, and it's really paid off. New York has adopted one of the most, if not the most, aggressive climate laws in the country. Yay, New York. It followed that up by rewriting the ways it cites renewable energy to make it easier. And it has embarked on an ambitious study of the transmission system to make sure that it can handle all of the renewable energy that's going to be generated by offshore and onshore wind, as well as solar and hydroelectric projects. Now, ACE New York has played a leading role in making all of this happen. And its work is now more important than ever, because if we're going to reach our goal of 70% renewable energy generation by 2030 and carbon-free emissions by 2040. So, I want to personally thank you for joining ACE New York and helping to make New York the greenest state in the nation. Trust me, I know a little bit about going green. Dad joke. Hey, Jared.
Hey, man, I really enjoy your work.
Thanks.
Seriously, ever since I saw you in You Can Count on Me, I thought to myself, this is a guy who can do basically anything.
Jared, that's the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to me.
Well, you're a phenomenal actor. I mean, 13 going on 30 Collateral. I mean, despite the relative smallness of those roles, you brought an originality and a weight to them that wouldn't have existed otherwise.
Jared, you really get me like no one has ever gotten
me. Hey, Mark, I'm just a fan.
Bro, if you were gay, I'd make out with you.
I made a video for Henry, who is battling brain cancer, and encouraged Hulk players to do the same. He is my real hero.
Hello, Henry. It's your friend Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo, also Hulk in the movies. Just wanted to send you a note telling you what a hero you are and how sweet it is to know that I have a friend like you in the world. And I want to just tell you you're loved, kiddo. And glad to know you. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
My daughter, who's in preschool, has a little period of time where the parents come and they hang out with the kids in the morning. This little boy, Nicholas, sat across the table from her, and I was coloring and doing things you do with a preschool child. And he looked up at me and he said, Are you Hulk? And I was like, well, no, what? And my daughter's like, yeah, he's the Hulk! And he said, can you turn into the Hulk? And I was like, she's like, do it, Daddy, do it. So I went, and he went, he ran. Not here, the school, they're breaking.
A true hero of courage who rises up to the power on the screens to stand firmly behind them in solidarity with Palestine.
My connection to Palestine came through Palestinians and hearing their stories, and watching, this asymmetrical warfare being acted upon them, and violence being acted upon them, and who pays the price? The citizenry. And there's no reason that an ally of America should not be held to the same standards that we would any other nation in the world, especially an ally. And what I see there is wrong. and I spoke out about it. And you know what? I was called an anti-Semite about it for doing that, which was really tough to hear. And the fact that so many people will take it to that extreme when you're talking about that kind of inequality, that kind of oppression, that kind of apartheid, really. Hey everybody, Mark Ruffalo here. I'm in Atlanta shooting Avengers 4, and I just want to tell you about a beautiful event that's happening November 5th at the Venetian Hotel called Vegas Cares, where there's going to be an evening of star-studded Vegas talent performing to honor the folks who lost their lives and who were hurt, their loved ones, and the first responders from the October 1st shooting in Las Vegas. So, it's going to be a beautiful evening where the community can come together and heal. It's going to happen November 5th at Venetian Hotel. Go to Venetian.com for tickets. Thanks a lot. Love is what we need. Of this kind of new industrial revolution, which is the renewable energy revolution, which we needed the second industrial revolution to clean up the first industrial revolution. And I really want to take a moment to say how much gratitude I have towards the oil and gas industry and the petroleum industry for giving us this beautiful concentrated carbon for 100 years now, and allowing us to build out the world and technology in a way that we've come to the threshold of this evolution. And the evolution is in energy. And when we think about what the world will be like when we are really energy independent. I mean, we are being bombarded with energy, so much energy every single day. 1 hour of the sun's light on the planet is enough to power the entire world for a year. That is an enormous amount of energy. And the winds and the waves and the tides and all, there's just this magnificent amount of energy that is ready for us to be harvested. We're ready to harvest it. We finally have the technology to do this. And then I think the abundance that we'll have around this, we can take the trillions of dollars that we're sending overseas to defend our oil and fuel interests and send them back here and put them in schools and put them into jobs and put them into our infrastructure. The world's going to be a beautiful, wonderful place once we just decide to make this leap. And it's going to happen. I mean, it's already happening. And fuel is only going to get scarcer. We have mountaintop removal, tar sands, hydrofracking, deep well drilling. I mean, like, guys, have you realized we've long gone are the days you just stick a straw in the ground and beautiful concentrated carbon comes bubbling to the surface? We're in the end times of carbon, baby. I have an enormous amount of faith, and I see it happening. I'm witnessing it happening. And I invite everyone there to not only, help Mother Jones and the people who can get it out into the world, what is possible, but also to take the steps yourself and have a little belief in the future and a little faith. And what I meant by people's lives getting smaller is that I see there's so much bad news out there. All you can do is just cover up and hope to God you can get through and help your kids and have a good time and live a good life for just a little while before catastrophe beats the shit out of you. But I don't see that's not what, we got to turn that conversation around. It's more about what is out there, how beautiful a world it will be once we make this transition. These wars, all in the Middle East, all the power struggles, they'll deflate. And that's what I think is positive.